we hold a couple of community banks, but another piece of business that we are invested in is this project and projects like this where we have invested in bringing old buildings back to new life. We were in Iron River on Monday of this week at a similar kind of event celebrating the grand opening of a former school that's been turned into housing in that community, much needed. I believe this is the 4th school conversion that we've been involved in, and we're very, very pleased for the opportunity to do the work with you all here in Fremont. This is a little unique for us in that this is the first project that we've worked on in my hometown of Fremont, and that makes it just that much more special. My dad's family moved to Fremont in the early 1900s to find more land for the boys to farm. My mom's family moved here in the 1930s when they lost their farm in South Dakota in the Dust Bowl. My dad graduated from the school in 1948. My mom graduated from the school in 1950. If the two of them had not met in this building, there may be someone else doing the presentation today. I have a copy of the 1959 Fremont Mogul, which is the high school yearbook. I did not graduate in 1959, but my grandfather, my mom's dad, Garrett Niebuhr, was a longtime custodian in the school, and the senior class that year actually dedicated the yearbook to my grandpa. So it's just a special thing to be involved in for us. My mom and dad are still living here in town. We get here often. I stopped over to visit them this morning and asked if they were going to come to this little event, and my mom said, no, we're going to Holland to visit my old Calvin College classmates. They get together every month, and she said, you know, the building's going to be there for a lot more years, but I'm not sure about all my friends. So we're going to go to Holland and see them. Let me know how it turns out. I didn't personally attend this high school. I grew up here in Fremont, but went off to high school in Muskegon for 3 years. That was not my choice. And tell a little story. The first week of high school, we used to get on the bus down by the Christian school a couple blocks east of here, and then we'd take the bus to Muskegon. Well, the second day of school, I decided I didn't want to go there. I wanted to come here. So I got off the bus here and tried to enroll in this high school without telling my parents. I should have thought about that because the principal of the high school at that time was John Mellema, who went to our church. And his office was about right here. And he told me that was probably not a good idea. Did I want to talk to my parents about this, or did I want him to? I decided neither of us should. I got back on the bus and went to Muskegon. Another quick small town story is the chief of police also went to our church, so I didn't get away with much here. I have very fond memories of this community. I think this is going to be a wonderful addition to the Fremont community. Its proximity to downtown makes it really unique among the other projects that we've been involved in. We think it has really going to make a big contribution to the community, and I really enjoy. We have a cottage on Pickerel Lake, a few miles east of here. I spend a lot of time here in the summer, and I really enjoy running into other people in the community who share their interest and support for the project. So, again, thank you to all of our partners. Thank you for bearing with me in some of my history, but we're just so pleased to be part of this and know that it's going to be a great part of Fremont for many years to come.
At Wolverine, the building you see behind us here, I should clarify, this is not part of our project, but it is a symbol of some of the partnership that's going on with this project, as we're connected to another valuable community resource. The former school on this side is serving as a community rec center, and the building behind me here is the historic building that we are well underway renovating. And this is exactly the kind of project that we at Wolverine really love getting involved with. And I will compliment all of our partners on this job. It's been an amazing experience over, at least my involvement goes back at least 2 years, and the rest of the team, I'm sure, further back yet. And actually, as a matter of fact, on a personal level, Garth and I share some ancestry here. in Fremont, and I had to look it up, but we are second cousins once removed.
And nobody's from Arkansas.
Another way to say that is we just met this morning. But I do have some connection to this. Beyond that, my uncle Bob DeVries was actually the superintendent of Fremont Schools not too long ago. And with all due respect to the rest of the team, he claims that a senior living center was his vision. I don't know, I think that's maybe like Al Gore saying he invented the internet. I'm not sure. But anyway, I do want to talk to you about what you're going to see here over the next, close to a year, both from the street and on the inside. First off, you see some dumpsters. You will on the other side of this roofing insulation here, and that's there's a lot of demolition going on, and one of the most challenging aspects is really the restoration of the original courtyard. Decades ago, it was filled in for use as the library. It's a courtyard. It's right in the center of that building, and when we're all done, there will be a courtyard back in there matching the original. So that a huge challenge to this project, but also a statement of some of the historic things that we're bringing back. Beyond that, over on the east side, you're going to see some well drilling going on. That's for the geothermal system, and utilizing that system will provide the residents here with an extremely high efficient HVAC system and very low energy costs, which is a huge benefit to the residents here, along with the connection to the community. But speaking further on that historic side of things, that is an important piece of this project, and the windows that you see kind of filled in, very soon you'll see some very large openings, and yes, the windows going in are going to fill those openings. So watch for that from the street, and then after we're done here, we'll give an opportunity for tours. We'll set up on the northwest corner, the entrance there with hard hats, and we'll show you the vision. Right now, demolition is underway, and you'll be able to see how these classrooms are transforming into senior living apartments. So you'll see some original woodwork that's going to stay. You're going to see the ceiling heights, which are being restored to their original heights. So it really is going to be a beautiful project. I do want to credit the vision of everyone involved. Our design team, our development team have just been phenomenal. And an important partner in that is MISTA, and I'm going to turn it over to Chris LeGrand.
We're really pleased at MISTA to be part of this deal. I'll tell you a little story. A couple years ago, Andy Martin, who's with me today, who runs our tax credit allocation team, and I came up here for a meeting, and we walked through the deal with Rick Ballard and Shannon and some others from the deal. And then we were told, well, we're going to go over to City Hall and have a little lunch. And we went to the lunch, and there were 30 people there. I think the senator was there, I think the representative was there, I think the entire city council was there, the mayor was there, all to say, hey, we are entirely in support of this project. And it's not unusual that when we go to view a project that there's some support, but the level of support that this community had for this project from the get-go was extraordinary, and I think had a big influence on getting the project done. We're really pleased to be part of a project that we say creates place, as Shannon mentioned. Place making is a big part of what we do. What do we mean when we say place? We mean something authentic, something that fits within the local community, something that's walkable to downtown, which this certainly is, and something which the residents will find attractive. And we think this project clearly meets all those goals. Senior citizens today want to live more active lives, and that's a great thing. And statistics show that by 2020, 1 of every 4 Michigan residents will be a senior citizen. So creating housing opportunities and choices for seniors is so important in what we do. We're pleased to award this property $1.13 million in federal low-income housing tax credits that get syndicated or invested in by Lake Michigan Financial. That's what they're purchasing, and that's a federal resource that we allocate on behalf of the state. We're also pleased to say that we have approximately $450,000 in Housing and Community Development Fund grant in this property to help make the project feasible. There's a lot of costs that sometimes the credits can't cover, and our grant helps cover that cost. Most of the Gateway units that are going to be built here will be reserved for low-income seniors age 55 and older. The rents will start in the upper $200 a month range for a studio and go up to about $700 for a 2-bedroom unit depending on income. So again, on behalf of the Michigan State Housing Development Authority, we're pleased to be part of the project. We're pleased to get the project started, and we hope to see you all here at a dedication event sometime in 2015. Thank you.
Thank you to all of our guest speakers for sharing their time with us today, and thank you to those of you who have joined us for this groundbreaking this morning. The new Gateway Senior Citizen Apartment Complex is going to become one of our most important community building pieces. We hope to see all of you back here when we officially welcome the Gateway at the ribbon cutting. Now, I understand I'm going to signal the official groundbreaking with some jackhammers, I think.